Coach, talk about Kareem Hunt's performance tonight and just the way, I know he battled some injuries this year and stuff like that. Let's talk about the way he just came out and finished out this year.
Yeah, well, I think number one, Kareem had a tremendous game. And Kareem is a young man that, to me, he continues to get better day in and day out. And I think Kareem would tell you this. I think some of the senior leadership that we have in our football program has made him a better football player, I'll be honest with you. And he continues to grow. You can tell he's got tremendous talent. And I think the sky's the limit for Kareem, but Kareem is going to have to continue day in and day out to become the best player he wants to be to reach his full potential. If he does that, I think it's going to be a pretty special career for him. I don't think you can talk much about Kareem's performance though without those offensive linemen and without the blocking of our tight ends and our wide receivers downfield. I think Kareem would certainly say that as well. So, I think it was an all-in effort, and I'm really proud of what Kareem did, and Damian Jones-Moore had a pretty good game as well. So both those guys I'm really proud of.
Pretty much it was a team effort, and I just did everything I could to help my team get the win. And offensive line came out and played hard, so it made me play harder.
Did you feel this coming, like looking at their defense? Did you think this was a game where you could go big?
I mean, pretty much I look at every game and try and go big, but the offensive line, they come on and play and make those holes, and I just try and find them every time.
Speaking of the offensive line, how does it feel to just send those guys out the way they did tonight?
Oh, I mean, it feels fantastic, and I know that's all they wanted, and I'm really happy, and I wish I could bring them all up here and give them the MVP trophy because they really deserved it.
Was this a game where you looked at film and said, okay, we could be physical with this team, we think, or did it just happen that way?
Like I think Kareem said, we always try to, be a physical running presence. That's one thing that we sort of set out to be, all the way back in 2011. We want to, do that. And us 5 seniors and, the running backs and everyone around, even the wide receivers, Dwight Megan's blocking someone near the camera on that one. So the wide receivers get in on it too. But we always want to be a physical presence and a downhill blocking team. And we did pretty well tonight.
Did you see something in this defense, though, you thought you could exploit with a run game?
They have a really talented defensive line. There were 2 or 3 guys that we really noticed, and linebackers. I mean, they're obviously pretty good. So, we have little things that we like to work in, wrinkles, and honestly, we were switching them throughout the game. We blocked one play 4 different ways, and it's just because what they give us, and that's what we can do, and that's a benefit of having 5th-year seniors who've been through the ringer.
Hindsight is for you.
For 2 years, what can he be after you're gone?
I mean, I can't wait to see what he does next year. We've seen some great backs with Flew and Adonis and Morgan, but I mean, Kareem just, he has a special gear, and it happens a lot when you least expect it, which is why he's so special. And, they talk about the 4 games he's missed, well, he also missed the second half of about 3. So I can't wait to see the RC Racks out next year.
How does it feel personally to see your offense put up as many points as you all did tonight?
I mean, it's sort of nice to go out with 63. The defense got us 14 in the first half, which are huge, Everyone talks about all those offensive points and all these yards, but really, if the defense doesn't get that first touchdown on the first part of the game, and then that little fluke, whatever it was, where Cub ran it in, it was awesome. It fires you up and it gets you going. And we're really thankful that our last game went out like this.